And now, my people, it's your guy, Kunle, the Niger Englishman.
And it's your boy, KANEBI, a.k.a. Mr. Go Ball, Go Ball, Go Ball.
And welcome to another episode of Round on the Ground. And football gone crazy. Goals, goals, goals this weekend. First goals that we're going to start on is Arsenal's goals. They said they were on their decline. They said, Arsenal, the wheels are falling off. But no. A man called Reiss Nelson came on through and through from Hale End and represented with 2 goals and an assist as Arsenal won against the Forest 5-0.
And Manchester City, keeping it a professional performance, 1-0 at Leicester City without Erling Haaland. 3 points in the bag. They sit second and applying pressure on Arsenal.
Hocus pocus alakazam. Potter is no longer the magic man. Brighton 4, Chelsea 1. Oh my gosh. Potter went back to his ex and nothing but drama did exist. It was a very embarrassing and humbling performance for Graham Potter at Brighton.
Van Dijk has finally lost at home. Oh my God. A late winner from Somerville. Leeds United rocking. Liverpool sit 9th on the league table. It's crazy. Jurgen Klopp is scratching his head. He doesn't know what's going on right now.
Bundesliga news, and yes. Union Berlin are still top of the league. A convincing 2-1 win against Borussia Mönchengladbach. How long will this continue? Can they push Bayern Munich all the way? Can we finally find a new winner of the Bundesliga? Questions we keep asking. Also in the Bundesliga, the masters of that league, Bayern Munich, a convincing 6-2 win against Mainz. And of course, the Africans are on the score sheet again. We got guys like Sadio Mane and Choupo-Moting, who's now scored 6 goals in his last 5 games. And Borussia Dortmund, 2-1 winners against Eintracht Frankfurt. And Jude Bellingham, I mean, the form that boy is in right now, he's finally adding goals to his game. So we're really excited what that brings. Nkunku, he's getting a lot of interest from the Premier League, and we can see why. In the Champions League, he scored against Real Madrid. And also this weekend, he scored another goal for RB Leipzig against Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen with a 2-0 win for them.
Who's going to stop the GOAT? Who's going to stop the brand new MSN? Between the 3 of them, they have like 43 goals. Messi, Neymar, and of course, Kylian Mbappe. They are running mad in Ligue 1.
Riots.
4-3 win over Troyes away from home. And was it away? Oh, I think they were home. And it was another crazy performance from Lionel Messi. He's on form this year. He's gearing up for the World Cup. And also in Ligue 1, the former Arsenal striker, Alexander Lacazette, has made it 2 goals in 2 games. And he's on fire right now. Ligue 1 is looking very good. But we know PSG, they're running away with it.
Defending champions Real Madrid unfortunately held to a 1-1 draw. They thought they won the game late on. But VAR, again, to the rescue. It was a 1-1 draw against Girona. Barcelona, they look like they're going to push Real Madrid all the way. It's going to be those 2 horses over and over again.
Looking likely.
It was a last-minute goal for Lewandowski. He made up for his mishaps against his former club, Bayern Munich, in the Champions League this week with a winner for Barcelona. And Atletico Madrid. We always say they're the 3rd horse in this race, but they're kind of staggering along. They thought they brought the game back. They were 2-0 down. They brought it back to 2-2. And then in the 9th minute of stoppage time, Ruben Sobrino wins the game for Cadiz. What a game it was.
The Serie A. The Serie A. The first time Victor Osimhen has scored a hat-trick in the Serie A this weekend. Napoli are looking dynamic, explosive. My God. Kvaratskhelia. However they say his name, I'm going to say it that way. He's creating goals left, right, center. Diego Simeone's son, oh my God, he's nothing like his father. He's scoring goals too. And Napoli, like I said last week, Napoli is really the best team going for right now in Europe. Apart from maybe the likes of Man City and Arsenal. But Napoli right now, they're on fire. And of course in the Serie A, Juventus won over Lecce. And Atalanta moved second on the table after beating Napoli 2-0. And of course, the defending champions, AC Milan, are dropping points. They're not so consistent this year. I don't know why AC Milan is not that consistent. But Napoli, and Victor Osimhen.
Football is crazy right now. Premier League is crazy right now. And Arsenal fans are going crazy right now. And I don't know if you agree with me. They have every right to go crazy. A convincing 5-0 victory against Forest. Were you nervous for Arsenal going into that game, considering the previous 4 games?
I'm an Arsenal fan, but I want to come outside the Arsenal box.
The bubble, right?
I knew Arsenal were going to win the game. It was written in stones, written in the stars. Arsenal were always going to win that game. And for me, personally, at home, Arsenal, they have made the Emirates a fortress.
100% record.
You can't just go there and have your way. You're not going to have the ball. You're going to sweat for the ball unless you are a superior team like the likes of Man Cities and co. Okay. You're not going to have the ball at the Emirates.
Okay, there's 2 caveats to the performance. I know, just like you, I was convinced Arsenal would win that game. But I didn't think it was going to be 5-0, number 1. And number 2, I didn't think the star of the game was going to be Reece Nelson.
I thought it was going to be at least a 4-0 victory because it's Nottingham Forest, they're bottom of the table. Mm-hmm. Arsenal have
after a victory against Liverpool.
It doesn't matter. Liverpool are not the best right now. Liverpool just lost to Leeds. And Arsenal beat Leeds.
And we're going to go into that.
So what are we saying? You know, it's not about who beats who and what happens with the next team. It's about you as the team. Arsenal as a team right now, they're unplayable. You play Arsenal when they are fully fit, with every member of their team available, you're going to struggle.
No, but you say that, but if you look at their last 4 games, KANEBI, I hear that, the fortress at the Emirates, but they've stumbled to a win against, who was it, in the Champions League, Bode. Then Leeds, they struggled to a 1-0 win. Against Southampton, it was they scraped the 1-1. They could have lost. They should have won, but they could have lost that game. And then PSV, they lost convincingly. So
it's all about perceptive. 1-0, it looks like a scrappy win. Man City won 1-0 against Leicester. Would you say it's a scrappy win?
I didn't think it was a convincing win.
Exactly. So Arsenal did that, 3 points in the bag. You go on to Bode, away from home, professional performance, 1-0, 3 points in the bag. You draw at Southampton, a game that you lost last season. You get a point. Chelsea still lost there. 1-1. PSV needed that win more. And even if they lost, it wasn't going to affect their qualification chances. And you could tell that the boys, in their mind, they were thinking about Nottingham Forest. So
I hear you, but
it's not really a big deal.
No, but if you look at what I would say is there was questions asked this weekend about Arsenal. Not necessarily they were going to fail, but you know, in the past, when the pressure's on, they're a bit leggy, they've just had a loss. There was a chance where they could creep in.
People always talk because they want a narrative going, they want a story going, because they want baits, they want clickbaits, they want a discussion going on. But to be honest with you, no team is perfect. You're going to lose, you're going to draw, you're going to win sometime, you're not going to win sometime. But at the end of the day, if you look at it, them and Man City right now are the most consistent teams in the Premier League.
Facts. And Arsenal actually playing the best football consistently.
Exactly.
But we can't talk about this result, KANEBI, without giving a big shout out to Haaland product Reece Nelson. Like, I don't know about you, but me and a lot of the Arsenal fan base have thought this guy's career was over. Saka got injured and everyone's heart went.
That's what championship teams are made of. Sorry if I sound a little bit premature, but when a player can come off the bench and step up when somebody is not available or is not fit or is not in form, that's what a team is made of. Somebody coming off the bench to step up from nowhere. That's what it's all made of. I remember there was a time when Manchester United won the league. There was a certain boy called Mikeda. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Mikeda came on. He scored back-to-back in both games.
Back-to-back goals.
And that helped them win the league.
For sure. But what I would say about Reece and Makeda is I hope Reece's story is not like Makeda. And finally, the Haaland boy can push on. Now, I think football's a lot about opportunity. He might have a chance to now start in the midweek game and push on. And actually, because he's a talented player. But can he push on?
I hope this is the start of great things for him. But I just hope it's not a one-off. It's Nottingham Forest. He's expected to do that. But I hope if he starts against Chelsea, we can see something.
Real talk. 5-0, top of the league. Let's go, Arsenal. Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. The fans promised us nothing had changed. Sugar Daddy don't leave. Another guy has come in. Tuchel has left. Another guy with better football and more of a progressive way has come in with Potter. Hocus pocus football they promised us, KANEBI. They said, like, I don't know if you watched any of these films where there's certain realms where your powers no work. And it seems like at Brighton Hove Albion Stadium, Potter's magic didn't work again. Talk to me.
Well, the honeymoon is over.
Real talk.
You know when you get that new manager bounce,
Mm-hmm.
you get that new manager bounce for a couple of weeks, then the honeymoon is over, everything settles down, you're not back to reality. The truth of the matter is this was never his team. This team was assembled by a different manager. He inherited a team which doesn't reflect his personality, his style of play, and Reece James is out. Chelsea, like I said, 50% of the attack is Reece James. I said it last week. And we are seeing that. There's nothing going forward on the creative side. Sterling is not a creative player.
But isn't that for Potter to change?
How do you change that when there's no transfer window?
No, but
the only thing that's going to save Potter now is that the World Cup is coming. He has 2 games. He has to bounce back against Arsenal. I don't know who they're playing after that. He has to bounce back, and hopefully he can get some players in and, revamp the squad in his own image. But that's more money that's going to be spent.
I hear you, but let's not let him off for the weekend. I hear what you're saying. It's not his team, and he needs to build, and 90% of their attacks come from Reece James. But he's a progressive manager, and the Chelsea fans promised us that they saw differences between him and Tuchel, and I didn't see any differences from the way they got dealt with at Southampton.
That's because of the
Brighton.
That's because of the personnel. That's because of the personnel. The team he's using is built to play the Tuchel way. It's not built to play the Potter way.
Okay, so why is he playing two attackers as wingbacks? Pulisic and Sterling as wingback. They call it the false wingback. Have you ever heard that term? Comment section, let us know, please.
You know the funny thing is, he could be in the dressing room right now and the players will be like, Coach, we play this certain way. We want to play this certain way. We're used to this certain way. This is what won us the Champions League. Who are you? You haven't won anything. You're coming from a less prestigious club. Who are you to tell us what to do? So that could be another factor.
Are you saying the job's too big for him then?
It's too early to say. But at the end of the day, we have to look at it this way, yeah? It's still not his team. He's still trying to integrate his ideas. And and the honeymoon is over. New manager bounce, you want to show that, yes, you want to be part of the starting 11. The players are going to do well. After 2 weeks, the dust settles in.
You're right. And to be honest,
we see who is who.
To be honest, I guess as a Chelsea fan, you can kind of watch that game. And even though there was a lot of negatives, I mean, you scored 3 goals in the game and lost 4-1.
And Chelsea don't have a number 10.
No, you lost.
They don't have a number 10.
3 goals in the game and lost 4-1.
They don't have a number 10.
I hear you, but I hear what you're saying about Potter. You can look at it this way. What Brighton did to Chelsea, it could be also Chelsea fans seeing the future. When Potter has time, look what he's able to build. Because let's be honest, they're still playing the Potter way at Brighton. The new manager came in, tweaked a few things, and they said, just keep playing how you're playing, because it's not like Potter got sacked. He got headhunted to Chelsea, and then they pushed on. So I think Potter definitely needs time, and if he gets time, and as you said, a window to get his players in, we can see progressive football.
Also, let's not discredit Brighton. They have gotten points against Liverpool, United, and now Chelsea. So it could not be. Brighton is a good team too.
But it's not even necessary.
Brighton is a good team.
There's no disregard in Brighton.
They scored 3 against Liverpool. They've scored 4 against Chelsea. They scored 2 against United. They're a good team.
They're a fantastic footballing team, but nobody expected them to beat Chelsea 4-1 at their stadium, regardless of how good they are. For sure.
People should be scared of Brighton and Newcastle.
For sure, 100%. Liverpool! Big up the Scousers. Big up the Scousers, because over the last couple of years, we've heard a lot from Liverpool fans. We heard Klopp's better than Pep. This is a Liverpool dynasty. We're going to win the league. We're going to do this. We have the best left back, the best right back, the best defensive midfielder, the best attack. We had all the best. And now, back to back, Liverpool have lost games to Nottingham Forest and Leeds at Anfield. Like, when do you think it's going to get to the point where the whole fan base are Klopp out? Is it too early?
It's too early. For me, I don't know. Liverpool's problem, it's a problem, you can see it. That team needs a new midfield. That team needs new blood. And unfortunately for them, FSG or whoever their owners are, they felt, look, we have enough. Let's spend 85 million on a young kid who we have to develop.
Which Klopp co-signed.
We sell Mane, who has won everything for us. Give Salah a £400,000 deal.
Klopp co-signed.
And unfortunately for them, Salah hasn't really delivered this season. He has only scored, I think, about 2 goals or 3.
In the Premier League, I don't even remember.
So what are we talking about here? we're looking at a problem where the team has not been revamped, like I said the last time, and they have rested on their laurels. And Van Dijk is not the player he used to be anymore.
Okay, but I all those things you said are correct, KANEBI. But my thing with the Liverpool side is if all these things, these players are out of form, things are going wrong, people are aging, when as a coach do you finally decide, let me mix it up? Let me change up because I've not got the time. The transfer window is closed. I need to find some other solutions.
What is he going to mix up?
He needs to find solutions. You can't just keep saying that everyone is stale. This player's out of form. We can't just keep giving him excuses.
Listen to Klopp and his press conferences when he was talking about Atletico Madrid and teams who play negative way. Tottenham. Klopp has players who play only one way. And he plays only one way. He doesn't have a plan B or C or D
Which
or
is
E.
is it not a problem?
And to be honest with you, it has worked for him. He has won. He has seen success. And when you meet people like that and tell them, look, this thing you're doing is not working anymore, he will tell you, are you okay?
But does that mean it's right?
Doesn't mean it's right, but
that's what I want to get. That's the root of
But
what
you
I'm
have to
talking
look at it
about,
from
bro.
his point of view. He has done it before. He has won in Dortmund. He's done it in Liverpool. Now, obviously, it's not turning out the way he expected in the long run. But at the end of the day, this is something that one transfer window can fix, or two.
I hear you, and some other fans have said that to me. But for me personally, I don't know if Liverpool fans are going to hate me for this. I believe Klopp's project at Liverpool is over. I don't think so. I believe he's going to drag it out like Wenger did. I don't see him winning another major trophy at Liverpool, with or without good transfer windows. Personally, bro, I don't see it.
You don't know. That's still a great sign. They
are, but with a stubborn manager, and that's what's hurting them right now for me, bro.
So good. Osimehn and Kvaratskhelia. that's how I say it.
Kvaratskhelia, whatever.
Kvaratskhelia, that's how I say it. Osimehn, oh my God, he's lighting up the Serie A. I don't know if he's going to win top scorer this season, but I hope he does. Because it's been a while an African player won top scorer in Serie A. But right now, Napoli are on top of the table. They are looking like they are running away with it. And they are looking so strong. They are looking so dynamic. Jeez, who's going to stop this team?
I don't know if anyone can in Europe. We saw what they did to Liverpool early on in the season, Champions League and Serie A. I don't think there's a more informed, more exciting team than them. And they've got last week's winner of African Player of the Year, Victor Osimhen, who's leading the line.
Is it the first Nigerian to score a hat-trick?
To score a hat-trick in Serie A, yeah.
Obafemi Martins hasn't?
No hat-tricks, bro. No, wow. I think he scored in Europe, but not in the actual Serie A, the competition.
Wow.
So the partnership with Kvaratskhelia and him is looking very, very tasty. I mean, he scored a hat-trick. Kvaratskhelia scored one and gave 2 assists. And that seems to be the trend this season. Those two guys have been so pivotal in their run for the league. And
don't forget Simeone.
Simeone as well. He's coming in off the bench and filling in when Osimhen was injured as well. I mean, it's not just coming from one place. What do you think is the difference with this Napoli team this season? Why have they really took that to the next level? And can they go all the way?
I don't know about going all the way. I think they might surprise us and have a very memorable season. I don't know about going all the way. They might win Serie A, but I don't know about going all the way.
That's all the way now.
No, but when you mean all the way, you mean Champions League.
I mean Serie A for Napoli. Come on, the last time they won a major trophy is Maradona years.
Let's see after the World Cup. Let's see how it goes.
For sure, but if you look at the league right now, Juventus are struggling. Inter are not even in the top 4. Atalanta are second placed. Lazio are third. AC Milan, I'm not sure if AC Milan are even in the top 4 right now.
AC Milan are not consistent enough.
It's wide open. If there was ever a time where Napoli could step in and take advantage of the bigger clubs not doing well, it's now. And with a striker leading the line like Osimehn, in the form that he is right now, every defense is scared.
No World Cup for him.
Exactly. So he's going to be well rested for the second part of the season. Is there any defense that can stop him right now?
Well, it'd be interesting to see if there's any defense that can stop him right now. But also, by the time they start, if they go into the later stages of the Champions League, which I think they would, because they should finish top of their group, and if they finish top of their group, they're going to have a weaker opposition to play, and they should go to at least the quarterfinals. So, you never know the toll the Champions League will take on them, but if they add a few or more additions to their team, they can go all the way. But like you said, the competition around them is very inconsistent.
Yeah,
so
very
this is the best time for them to actually take advantage and probably make history.
Big facts. And let's be sure.
And it will be very sad that it's the year that this boy who left, what's his name? I've forgotten his name. The guy who they sold to the MLS.
Oh, Insigne,
Insigne
the
goes.
former captain.
It will be very funny if they finally win the Scudetto
For
when
sure.
Insigne leaves.
And
Koulibaly.
yes, now. But there's one thing for sure. Serie A is back, whether you like it or not. Oh yeah, now it's that time of the week. African Player of the Week. Africans on fire. And there's an African that we're talking about week in right now. KANEBI nicknamed him the luckiest African footballer in the world. Choupo-Moting again on the score sheet for Bayern Munich. 6 goals in 5 games. He's a very hot striker right now. You can't doubt that.
Of course, the person who won an African Player of the Week last week is back again with a hat trick to destroy Swallow. Victor Osimehn is on fire. Victor Osimehn to me right now, £90 million. £90 million. Bring your money.
Bring him, oh. And another guy that they said, I heard some Liverpool fans have the audacity to say he's the Senegalese Timo Werner. Can you imagine? A whole African Footballer of the Year, a whole African Nations Champion. Sadio Mane again on the score sheet, twice in a week, in midweek against Barcelona, and on the weekend, he scored again in the 6-2 drubbing of Mainz. He's again on the list of Africans on fire, as usual.
They said it was a fluke, but he did it back to back.
Back to back.
Thomas Partey
Back to back.
with another screamer against Nottingham Forest. I mean, the build-up to the goal was crazy, but the top corner finish like he did against Tottenham, oh my God. Dean Henderson, I hope your back is all right.
After the party be the after party. Party don't start. Scenes at the Emirates yesterday. And last but not least, we've got Ademola Lookman again on the score sheet for Atalanta, and they're actually second in the Serie A right now, so he's having a hot season. Great things for the Super Eagles national team, and again, we are annoyed that we won't see them at the World Cup.
Yep.
Things happen. Oh yeah, now, and there you have it, another great episode of Round on the Ground with your guy Kunle, aka the Nigerian Englishman.
And your boy KANEBI, aka Mr. Go Ball.
See you next week. Feel the heat.